Webster School and all you folks out in Rapid City. Good to see you for our last video of the year. It's been a crazy busy week, but a really good one. We got some much needed rain about a week ago and kind of got everything going good as far as our pastures and our alfalfa. And now we've had a week of just terrific weather with some heat and some warm weather to really get us flying in the field. So we really hustled this week, and we've been able to get almost all of our corn crop planted. We've only got 2 fields left, 160 acres. So we're really pleased, but it's really a hectic operation around here right now because we've got 3 operations that we need to be doing. We have 2 guys that are running ahead of us with some tillage equipment, and they do that to get the ground nice and flat and black and to destroy any weeds that are left out in the field. And then Jared and I run the planter here, and we're getting the corn placed into the ground, and then we'll chase the planter with the sprayer yet. We plant the corn in rows that are 30 inches apart, and we put about 30,000 plants per acre. But in order to get the best crop that we can, we need to do a really good job of getting the seed placed and spaced appropriately so that the population is where it needs to be to give it the potential to produce the highest yields. When we plant corn, we want to plant it about 1.5 inches to 2 inches deep in order to make sure that it gets deep enough in the ground to have a good root system, but not so deep that it takes forever to get it up and growing and out of the ground. So I'll show you kind of how we do it. The pliers is a great tool for this operation because it really helps as far as digging up the seed. This particular field didn't get farmed last year, and so you can see there's a lot of humus and old plant material dying because we dissed under all the weeds and stuff that were growing here last year. There you can see a kernel of corn, and since we're planting about 30,000 seeds per acre, the kernels will be about just a little bit over 6 inches apart. So there'll be another one in the ground about right here, I would guess. But the seeds will be about 6 to 7 inches apart. So this corn will go into the ground. Like I say, usually we figure about 1.75 inches to 2 inches deep. So we're about right for depth here. And then with these warm soil temps we've got right now, the corn hopefully will be up in the air and out of the ground in about 10 to 14 days if it continues to be this nice out. We're supposed to get some rain again this evening, which would be just ideal for the amount of acres that we got planted here the last 3 days. It would help seal up the ground and get any kernels that are laying in dry dirt moving and getting them growing. So boy, just nearly perfect conditions here right now for planting corn, and if we get some rain this evening, it would be just terrific for the acres that we got planted. So we've been really hectic on the planting operation here, and as you can see, these 3 large fields right here, we've gotten all this ground covered in about the last 48 hours. So we've been really busy. The guys have been working some really long days, but it's gone extremely well. Like I told you, the primary thing we have to do before we plant the fields is we usually do 1 pass of tillage. And Caleb and Tyler are out here. I guess you can't probably hardly see Tyler because he's almost 3/4 of a mile away. But Tyler and Caleb are doing tillage operations today, and as you can see, they take the soil finishers and they go out across the ground and they level it off, and they make that tillage pass to kill the weeds. Like we talked in our last video, spring is also the time for babies out here on the farm, and since we have a lot of livestock, we get a lot of babies this time of year too. Here's a newborn calf. This guy was just born yesterday morning. And most of the time our mother cows will have their babies without any help and everything will go fine, and we just have them out in the pasture. But this particular guy here was pretty big. He weighs almost 100 pounds, and his mother is an older cow that needed a little assistance. So this guy here, we actually helped the mother deliver this baby in the barn here, and we'll leave him inside here for just a couple days until she gets recovered from the birthing process, and then they'll go out to the pasture with the rest of the baby calves. This is a newborn calf that just came this today after lunch here. This little guy's only about 2 hours old, but he's already been up on his feet and nursed his mother, and he's in very good health. So that's what we like to see. Again, they're just adorable little critters. If you look around the pasture, you can kind of see the calves that were born this week. We've been real busy in the field, so we haven't done, these guys have just been born out here kind of in their natural environment. And if we get some rain this weekend so we can't be in the field, we will probably go ahead and sort these cows and calves off, and then they'll need their baby shots just like you did when you were young. These guys will need a couple vaccines just like human babies. So we'll go ahead and probably give them their shots and give them an ear tag to identify them, and then we'll go ahead and move these cows and calves into a fresh pasture. So our corn planting will be just about wound up, and then we'll plant our soybeans. And before too long, it'll be time to put up our alfalfa and get our cattle moved out to grass. And of course, we've got our hogs coming every month. So we'll stay busy this summer, and it's been really a pleasure and a lot of fun to do these videos for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed them. And we look forward to maybe having the chance to do them again next year. So we hope you guys have a great summer and stay healthy and have fun. Thanks.